What's up, everybody? Thanks for watching my channel. Thanks for choosing me to help you play guitar and learn how to reach your personal best. This is a learning channel, so I'm interested in helping you play guitar. So these are just a lot of basic lessons that I've given my students over the years to help them achieve monster guitar skills, and now I'm here sharing them with you. So thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. It means a lot. Let's get right into it. Today I'm going to pick a very unique key for metal. A lot of theory guys like this key a lot. It is the key of C sharp minor. Yes, we're skipping over F sharp today. We're going to do F sharp minor another day. I've been getting a lot of requests for C sharp minor because there isn't as much material out there on it. So I'm going to go over the arpeggios for you in this key. C sharp minor is the key of E major, but we will be calling it from the key of C sharp. I'll call out the names of the notes. The names of the notes will be played in root, third, fifth order. Oh gosh, root, third, and fifth order. So it'll be root, third, fifth twice, and then it just goes backwards. So when I call out C sharp, E, G sharp, then it's going to be C sharp, E, G sharp twice, and then I'll just call them out that one time, and then from now on, all the notes will be called out as root, third, and fifth. I'll say them once. You'll know it's root, third, and fifth, and then we will continue. Let's get started. I am anxious to show you what's going on. First arpeggio is a unique one because it doesn't have a complete pull-off in it. There's an open string if we want to begin at the C sharp minor chord. So we start with the C sharp minor at the 4th fret with the C sharp, E, G sharp setup. So the first three notes, C sharp, E, G sharp. C sharp on the 4th fret of 5, right? Then we go to the E at the 2nd, G sharp at the 1st fret. Then we go to the C sharp again, and then it's an open E, then the G sharp, very, very awesome dark chord because of where it lays here on the guitar. Now after the C sharp minor, we immediately move right into the D sharp diminished. It's low on the end, it's low on the guitar down here, so you probably will be seeing it again up at the top end. So let's take a look at this awesome D sharp diminished chord, beginning with D sharp on 6. Then we get what do we get, folks? Do you already know this chord? We're in the key of C sharp minor. So it's very easy to figure out what is in this D sharp diminished chord if we look at the notes that are in C sharp minor. They have 4 sharps, F, C, G, and D. So D sharp, then F sharp, right? And then A. So it's D sharp, and then it's F sharp, and then it's this A down here, not this A sharp or B flat that I showed you. You should be thinking to yourself, hey, he missed a note. Because if you're watching all my other videos, you know the basics by now. We're moving into more complicated things. So if you're watching closely, you'll see me kind of do things like that to see if I can catch you off guard. Maybe you leave me a comment. There's your diminished sound. You know you mess it up if you play it and it doesn't completely sound diminished all the way through. So this D sharp diminished is D sharp, F sharp, A, D sharp, F sharp, A. And as I've said in the other videos, when we pull from the diminished 7 to the 1 of the major key, obviously we're going to sit on this E now. So D sharp diminished pushed to E is a very strong sound, as you've heard me say before if you watch my other videos. Now, by now, you should know what's in this E major chord. I shouldn't have to tell you, but I'm going to tell you anyway for those who don't know. E, G sharp, B. E, G sharp, B. It just repeats root, third, fifth. You can pick it or rake it. If you want to rake it, it looks like this. You're just raking, you're rest stroking the pick into the next string. I have a very, very simple video on it. It's in the earlier part of my catalog. I'll probably do another video on it in case you can't find that one because, put it up in the front of the catalog again. Now, moving off of this E, we're now moving to what? F sharp. Now, if we were in the key of E major, this F sharp would be the 2, so we know it's minor. Now, we can follow the shape of F sharp minor to figure out the letters and count them out one at a time. If you don't already know them, you would just play that shape, and it would dictate for you this F sharp, then the A, then the C sharp, then the F sharp again, and you'd see the A, and then the C sharp again. So the arpeggio shape will give you the notes of the chord if you don't already know them. If you don't know the shape, well, you can follow the notes and it will build you the shape. As you notice in there, I'm hitting the arpeggio pinches. I'm hitting the pinch harmonics on the way up. So you can hit them on the way up or down, whether your thumb strikes a string on the way up or your thumb strikes the strings on the way down. When you're doing pinch harmonics, you can get them on the way up or the way down, as long as you get the skin to pick ratio. And I just pushed out another video explaining that skin to pick ratio thing, so you can easily understand that if you struggle with pinches or they don't come out all the time and you don't know why, you will know why when you watch a 7-minute video that I have that explains everything there is to know about pinches in only a few minutes. So if you need it, there's a video right behind this one. Check that out as well. Now let's move on. So now we've just played F sharp, our minor F sharp. We're going to learn to move to the 3 chord, which is the ding ding ding. The 3 chord is dark and metal. That is the Phrygian chord. If we were in this key of E major, E, F sharp, G sharp, whether you're in C sharp minor or G sharp, or whether you're in C sharp minor or you're in E major, this G sharp minor is the Phrygian chord. This guy is dark and metal. We're going to hear this chord a lot when you're in this key of C sharp minor. Let's look at this G sharp chord. G sharp, B, D sharp. Right, there's the G sharp again. Then you see the B, you see the D sharp. Now, when I got the guitar pitched over like this, it's a little weird for me to try to play it correctly and faster, so I just play it slower for learning purposes so I don't look a guitar boy when I miss it. But with the guitar pitched forward like this, you know, it's not really easy to play it. For me, it'd be easier if I sat back and played it like this. But for you guys, I want to show it to you, so here it is. Check out my right hand there and watch that rake motion. You want to rake it. You get that sweep arpeggio sound. It's also a little smoother, the sweep sound, if you're up on your neck pickup. So if I come all the way up here and do that and play that same shape, the sound just rolls off the pickup a little smoother. So it's just a little smoother on the neck. If it seems a little staccatoed or something not as smooth, just move up to your bridge pickup there. Move to your neck pickup from your bridge. Now after this G sharp, we're getting back to the A now. And now since this, you can tell 3 to 4 is a half step and this chord is major. So this A is going to be major for the A major shape, which we've seen in other videos, so you probably already know it by now. Just your A major shape. A, C sharp, E. A, C sharp, E. Again, root 3rd, 5th. A, C sharp, E. And then back. You can break it down if you were sweeping it. And then add one at a time. You can, on the way back, easily practice the rake by just breaking it down into sections. You can break it down into pieces until you memorize each piece. After A major comes the B. Now if you know your chords, 1, 3, 5, E, G, B, B is always 5 from E. And when you're in the key of E major, B is now 5. That means 5 is major. 1, 4, 5 chords are major. B is the 5 we know it's going to be major. So we just follow the major shape from the B, and it gives you the notes of the chord if you don't already know them. B, D sharp, F sharp, B, D sharp, F sharp. Because remember, in the key of E major, there are 4 sharps, F, C, G, D. So D is a sharp in the key of E major. There's your B major. You're back now to a full, complete C sharp minor. Right? C sharp, E, G sharp. You can't help but pinch them on the way back. It's just too easy after a while. What you will find is as you get to the shorter end of the guitar and you memorize these shapes, it's a little easier to do them faster up here because you don't have to open your hand as much. So when you can leave your hand a little bit more closed up, you can get a more comfortable grip on the neck, and then it just leads to a little smoother arpeggio. In here, you can also decide if you want to do some picking and you want to do some vibrato work. You might work on the arpeggios and vibratoing them. Right? So you might do some vibrato work there. There's your C sharp minor. Now if that's your 6th, then we know when we go that whole step, you're back to D sharp, it's diminished again. Now you can just follow the shape, get it in there for you, and follow it. You don't even need to know the names of the notes, you just follow the shape. This shape will either tell you the notes, or if you know the notes, it'll dictate the shape, as I told you before. And then you're back to E. A whole step over is that F sharp minor again. And that is the key of E major using C sharp minor, using your sweep arpeggios in 2 octaves over 5 strings. If you know the notes in the chords, you find the shapes. If you know the shape, you can find the notes of a chord. So you can move this shape to any letter you want to find the notes of different shapes and study them. Or you learn the key as a whole, as I showed it to you in a whole, and you just learn the entire key, the notes of the chords, and then just work your way up and down each chord one at a time. Once you know all the chords, you just go up and down the key. And then you focus in on the ones you know you're going to use the most. So if you're playing a lot of metal, you're not going to be playing a lot of these major sweep arpeggios. There's no real call for them. But you will use minor and diminished. And you can even stretch them into 7th chords as well. If you know your 7th chord, you add in the extra 7th note, which I'll get to in another video. Guys, thanks for watching this video. I'll see you in another one.